So, what do you think that Captain Marvel can offer that is new to Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Oh, Captain Marvel offers the most powerful hero in the cinematic Marvel universe, and somebody who is also just full of humanity and full of so much compassion and strength and vulnerability and emotion. So I think that this journey is not just one of action and sci-fi visual effects, but there's a real emotional journey that this character goes on, and the audience will go on with her.
Female superheroes are often sexualized, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that is not the case for Captain Marvel. So how did you address this issue? Did you talk about it with Brie or?
Yeah, when Brie first tried on her uniform for Captain Marvel, I remember it was her request that she show she's so covered up in it that she was like, I need to have more skin showing. So we ended up cutting the tips off of her gloves. You know, it was it felt like we wanted to tell a story about a warrior, and it didn't make sense to have her, you know, wearing a leotard. She needed to have, you know, the uniform of a warrior. And so we kind of always talked about making sure that the way that she appeared and the way that she looked was suitable for the character who she was playing. She's playing a space warrior, and then her human past is an Air Force pilot. She didn't need to be made up insanely, and she didn't need to be, you know, showing a lot of skin that wasn't part of the story we were telling.
How did you manage to keep balance and make a feminist movie without making it the center of the central subject?
Well, we think it's like a humanist story, ultimately, at its core. It's about somebody who finds her true power when she finds her humanity. And the more that she's able to embrace it and value it, the more powerful she becomes.
Yeah, I think it's a story about self-discovery and empowerment and getting in touch with your humanity. I think I just said the same thing she said.
It's okay. It's been a long day.
And
we're very jet-lagged.
At some point of the movie, the Skrulls are compared to refugees. So there's a lot of real-life issues dealt in the movie. So what do you think that is the most powerful message of the film?
Well, I think the powerful message for me is, yes, you touched on the refugee thing as well, and immigration and how we perceive those issues. But I think it's also a character who is able to look inside herself and learn as the movie goes on, and she learns from her mistakes, and she grows. And I think that being able to overcome her self-doubt and show both her strength and her vulnerabilities and embrace all of what humanity has to offer. I think that's really the message of the movie, is embracing not just what we perceive as the good in us, but also the things that we try to avoid, the things that we don't like about ourselves.
Yeah, we grow from our failures.
And also I want to talk about this Stan Lee's appearance. How was it? How was the shooting?
We feel so lucky to have had the opportunity to meet Stan Lee and to have him come on our set. It's the kind of, the set gets like a little bit excited and quiet when he comes on. There's so much respect and admiration for him, who had such, you know, such an amazing influence on so many people.
And, well, you are the first woman directing a Marvel movie, so how do you feel about it? Was it, like, too much responsibility? Or?
No, I don't know. I'm just a person just directing a movie. I didn't think about it in that way, and I certainly hope that, you know, 5, 10, 15 years from now, we're not having that conversation anymore, because there's enough women who are directing all kinds of movies and have the opportunity to have their voices heard in all kinds of spaces. But, you know, I think that it's so important to keep pushing that forward so that it keeps happening. We all need to hire more women and just create space for there to be more voices.